Hi and welcome back. Cere'bror here. And I forgot to give you the final security code which you would need to access this. So there that is. And good luck to the winner. And we're continuing our Halloween journey with this next and mysterious and interesting figure in gaming lore, history, things. So, without further ado, here we go. You ever done something so bad that your brain makes a 7 foot tall executioner to deal with it? Yeah, well, I don't think my brain has done that either, but there is a person whose brain has. Today, we're diving into the mind, or more accurately, the nightmare of Pyramid Head, the walking guilt trip from Silent Hill 2. He's not a monster that hunts you, he's trauma clocking in for work. Pyramid Head isn't real, at least not outside James Sunderland's messed up head. He's what happens when guilt, denial, and repressed desire team up to ruin your weekend. Every time Pyramid Head swings that oversized butter knife is actually James punishing himself for what he did to Mary. Pyramid Head is the id, the raw, ugly parts of that you that say, I did it, I deserve to hurt. Basically, he is your guilt on leg day. Freud would have a field day with Silent Hill 2. Mary is the superego, the moral compass, the voice that says you did something terrible and you need to own up to it. The superego is the angel, the good person, the good thing on your shoulder, the one that's telling you not to jaywalk, not to take that extra cupcake. James, on the other hand, is the ego. He is pretending everything is fine, wandering around like this is some sort of side quest. Buddy, you have to face your trauma. You have to face your guilt. And the ego is the self, it's the mediator between the superego and the id. Now, Pyramid Head, he is the id. He's pure instinct, pure rage, zero chill. He just has a job to do and he is going to do it, no questions asked. That's the id. Everyone who's born is born with an id. That's all you're just pure instinct. I'm hungry, I cry. Now, every time Pyramid Head kills Maria, he's not doing it to be cruel. He's just being accurate, Maria represents the fantasy, the perfect version of Mary if she was alive. She's sexy, she's forgiving, she has legs for days. A lot of the monsters do have legs, so I think he might have a little bit of a fetish there.
What?
But Mary shows her legs in that skirt, and she's in a good health. But Pyramid Head knows that's a lie, so he destroys her. He destroys the lie. Mary is not here, over and over and over again until James gets it. It's the world's most violent therapy session, and James is both the patient and the therapist. Imagine if your guilt had muscles and a union contract. Now let's talk personality, or a lack thereof, because Pyramid Head is not actually a real person, and so he's only one note, pretty much. And to apply the ocean to him is not that easy. Now, ocean is openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Now, openness, Pyramid has 0. He's not here to explore new ideas. He's here to flatten them. Conscientious, -10. He's messy, unorganized, and drags a knife everywhere like a classic id behavior. Extroversion, none. The man doesn't talk ever. He lets murder do the talking. Agreeableness, he has none. He's only here to stab, kill, and stab some more. I wouldn't say stab, more like slash, and neuroticism, off the charts. He's made up of anxiety, rage, and shame. He's basically an emotional support war crime waiting to be unleashed on the world, destroying everything in thy path. Unless you're on the list, because if you're not guilty, you shouldn't have anything to worry. Now, guilt is a strong thing. You think, oh, if that's James Sunderland's guilt, how come he attacks him? Well, guilt can both help and destroy. Guilt destroys the person, and it brings about shame, and shame brings about despair, and then so on and so forth. But guilt can also bring you to the promised land and open up your eyes once you face that guilt, And once you face that guilt, you come back on the other side a better person. Let's talk about the symbolism of Pyramid Head's helmet. The helmet, that giant rusted pyramid, is not just for the vibes. It's symbolic confinement. It hides the face because James can't bear to see himself. And I do believe just James' face is underneath that pyramid. It muffles sound because guilt silences reason. It's not armor, it's punishment. The weight of the helmet represents the emotional burden James carries. Every step, every drag, every scream under that steel slab says, James, son, you did it. Why does Pyramid Head exist? Pyramid Head's not trying to kill James. He's trying to wake him up. Every appearance is a confrontation with the truth. The town doesn't send monsters randomly. It gives you exactly the one you deserve. When James finally remembers that he killed Mary, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, Pyramid Head stops fighting. He says, you needed me, but now you don't. And then he kills himself. That's not death, that's integration. The id and the ego finally align. The monster becomes unnecessary. Now, what's the meaning of all this? In the end, Pyramid Head isn't your typical villain or even a villain at all. He's the last step of acceptance. He is guilt transformed into forgiveness through suffering. When you stop running from what you did, you don't need the monster anymore. And that's the Silent Hill's cruel genius. It makes you face yourself. Now, would I have sexual relations with Pyramid Head? Boy, no. He wouldn't make a good partner, and he wouldn't be fun in bed. He would be just... It would be horrible. It would be in bed. It would just be a robot. He has one mission. Bang, 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 and then finish. That's it. You're not gonna get anything else out of Pyramid Head. He's just one track, that's it. And as relationship wise, no, he's just a walking guilty. He's just a walking emotion of guilt. There's nothing to him really. He'll be an empty shell. It'll be like pretty much getting into bed with a robot. There's no soul. There's no nothing. It's just doesn't even exist. It's just pure. Yeah, you can't do it. So, in conclusion, Pyramid Head isn't the bad guy. He's the most brutally honest therapist in video game history. He doesn't take appointments, though. He takes accountability. And so if he ever shows up in your life, you might want to ask yourself, what the hell are you hiding? What's in the closet? Where are the bones buried? So, if you liked my deep dive into Pyramid Head, or if you didn't like it, well, thumbs up, thumbs down. A little tidbit, sometimes the worst enemy is what's up in here. And facing your guilt and battling your trauma, talking about it, getting it out in the open can do wonders, can save your life. So tune in for next time, and peace and love, y'all.